So Black Ops 6 is in a changeover week, as we could probably call it, and what I mean by this is that we're getting a new event coming in later this week, replacing the one we have currently. So today, I want to take some time to look at the week ahead and what you should be aware of when it comes to content, functional content, and item rollout, as well as more. So drop your thoughts down below. What do you think of the upcoming event this week? Looking forward to it? Not so much? Whatever the case, let me know. But if you guys enjoy the video, you find it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 6 and more FPS content. Got a few things coming up I think you guys will enjoy, so if you want to join us on that road to 700,000 subscribers, I'd love to have you in the community. But for now, let's get into the week ahead here and what's on the horizon for Black Ops 6. The biggest of the things that I want to touch on here today is the introduction of the Archie's Festival Frenzy upcoming this week, because it is going to be the introduction of a handful of new functional pieces of content. So as we talked about before Season 1 Reloaded, not everything was being introduced at Season 1 Reloaded as it would have initially seemed at the beginning of Season 1 here. So we end up seeing this actually already something that's previewed in the menus and the event tab in-game right now, where it's seen that it starts in 2 days and a few hours in change. Less depending on when you see this video, but it is something that currently is grayed out, it's inaccessible, and just says coming soon. But we've actually kind of already seen this previewed almost in full. So firstly, how this event will work by comparison to the others. We saw that we had elimination-based events, we had XP-based events with the Merry Mayhem event, and the Gobblegum Mania event was based off of usages of Gobblegums. So 3 different types of how these events are working of the 3 that we've seen so far. And this 4th one is now a 4th way that you're going to have to end up interacting with the event. So the best and easiest comparison actually comes if you were around for Modern Warfare 2's post-launch year of support. This event is essentially a rewrapped, get my pun? Sorry, low-hanging fruit there, but it's a rewrap of how the trophy hunt event was packaged. So what we'll have the ability to do is across multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, or plunder, you'll be able to end up getting eliminations and collecting what are dropped called Jolly Archies, which is kind of like loot token that will come out of multiplayer enemies, zombies, Warzone operators, or out of caches in plunder, also in Warzone. So you can collect these. If it's anything like the trophy hunt events, it'll probably be capped at a certain amount per game, because you know they got to keep bringing you back game over game, but you have to collect these with a cap. And if it's like Warzone and plunder, you might need to deposit those that you collect around the map in locations to sort of bank them per se, but you'll end up having the ability to collect upwards of 280 of these to get all of the standard offering items. Things like the Cleaver melee weapon are going to be introduced here at this. There's a designated perk, which looks to be reflexes for Warzone. Though, interestingly, we still don't know how we'll end up earning the new wild card of High Roller, allowing you to take a 4th score streak rather than just 3, but that might be a different discussion for a different day. Things like the attachment of the compact 92 3-round burst, similar to what we just had in the Merry Mayhem event of the 3-round burst for the XM4. And then other items like a consumable, which is going to be a gobblegum of some kind, emblem, weapon charm, calling card, loading screen, all as they sound. There's one listed as a bundle, which is interesting. Whether or not that is something like a holiday free gift bundle or something like that, we don't quite know. But then you also have a Black Cell bonus item, which will be a skin for Nazir. Interestingly, it doesn't have a price tag for how many Jolly Archies that's going to cost, which is interesting, but it's an extra present as a bonus for Black Cell owners. And it is mentioned that if you end up, for whatever reason, buying Black Cell from now until the end of the season, it is retroactively earnable as well. So it's not like the sort of Black Cell bonus skins you see with like the Replacer bundle, where if you bought that and then bought Black Cell, you didn't get that extra bonus skin that came along with it. But for this, you'd still be able to retroactively earn that. Overall, though, if you again collect and end up unlocking with 280 Archies, you'll end up getting the AMR Mod 4 sniper rifle, that brand new sniper that is the final weapon that we'll have on offer for Season 1, and it will be the new functional piece of content here for this. Now, how long this will take to complete, that's kind of up in the air. The Trophy Hunt event took a decent bit of time if you weren't playing Plunder, because in Modern Warfare 2's year of support, the way that everything broke down, how it was capped in the sort of earn rates for these different types of things, it was something that Plunder was by and far the fastest way to do these. We'll see if that's the case with the update this week, in which case you can look out for a sort of guide on how to do that the fastest way possible. But how long this will take, We don't quite know. It is slated that this event will go for 2 weeks here until the 3rd of January, kicking off the new year. So it is going to be something that takes a little bit of time here, probably to complete for the casual player. But in terms of actually grinding it out, solely going for that, it probably won't take too long, but still a couple of hours in-game time. But anyways, beyond that, we also see additional content coming alongside this, where things like Rand Snack and Infectious Holiday will continue for multiplayer. Jingle Hells for Liberty Falls is actually coming a little bit early here, as with Rand Snack and Infectious Holiday. Jingle Hells is going to be starting in Liberty Falls tomorrow, not with this weekly refresh and the update for the event itself. And then Warzone will have that Slay Ride resurgence, akin to what we saw this time last year in Warzone as well. So Big Map BR, Urzikstan, following that train. So that's going to be something that is coming as well. But that's the update here that we'll end up seeing for this event itself. But again, we talked about how this is a changeover week. What happens to the stuff that you don't complete, perhaps, out of the Merry Mayhem or Gobblegum Mania events? Well, firstly, the biggest and most sort of overarching explanation, the armory. Everything that you do not complete in a functional capacity from these events, prior events like the hit list event, battle passes, so at the end of season 1 going into season 2, if you don't complete any of the functional content with that, that stuff will then go into the armory that was added in with season 1 reloaded. That can be found in your barracks, challenges, armory tab. For a lot of players, there probably isn't anything available right now. It's interesting because Warzone actually had this removed as of Season 1 Reloaded for some reason, but I'm assuming it's going to be returning here sometime shortly. But this, again, deals with functional content. So what that means is things like your Light Mend ammo mod, Tesla Storm field upgrade, Shrapnel Radar perk, the 3-round burst for the XM4, and the Maelstrom shotgun. Those will all be available to end up unlocking after the event concludes. But things like your emblem, loading screen, calling card, large decal, charm, and along with those XP tokens, if described as how it's been in the past, those will still be unobtainable after this event concludes, making those actual limited time items. And it is the first time that we'll see this here, but assuming it's following the same thing, that Scour Drill, Power Drill melee weapon exclusive for Black Cell owners also is probably going away for good if you don't complete this event, since that's a cosmetic. It's not the base unlock for the weapon, it's a cosmetic skin for that. But your other things that like you actually would be able to end up putting in your creator class and affecting the way that you can or cannot play the game, perhaps putting you at a disadvantage if you didn't have the option to use these, those items will be available via just simple XP, activate them, gain XP, and unlock them in the armory after this event concludes. Now for the Gobblegum Mania event in particular, it doesn't really seem like anything you'll have here from the personal events will be available after this event concludes, because the personal events are just single uses of things like the Power Keg or the Timeout Gobblegum, the Perca-Cola bundle as well, and then there's cosmetic items, the calling card, and the emblem. The functional content that allowed you to end up having the unlocks to earn those in-game, like Timeout, and then also the Power Keg Gobblegums, those allowed you to unlock those just by the random drops here that you'll get by playing zombies. So that stuff, that functional content has already been completed. But just know that going into this sort of changeover. Now, as for what the rest of the Season 1 will end up bringing along with it, we do know that we have the Squid Game event at some point in January. But as we've mentioned in the past, January 3rd until the end of Season 2, which is slated currently until the last week of January, that's genuinely uncharted territory. That is completely blacked out. We have no intel or information on what will be happening during that point. Speculation, we could say, points towards maybe another seasonal update with some surprise updates that bring along a little more content, or maybe not. But right now, we just don't know. It's kind of strange that everything that we've seen from the Season 1 reveal and launch will have been exhausted by January 3rd, with just about a month still on the season at that point. So we'll have to wait and see, but right now, that's what we can look forward to here with this week and what's upcoming for Black Ops 6 and Warzone, and a new event to kick off the holiday season. So that said, that's what we're gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this Archie's Festival Frenzy event? Looking forward to it, looking forward to the rewards, not so much. Let me know. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 and other FPS content. We got some stuff upcoming I think you guys will enjoy, so would love to have you in the community for all that. For now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care, and peace.